Hi everyone. Good morning students. In previous session we are discussed about concentration terms and its mathematical formulas. In this session we are going to discuss about some problems based on concentration terms. Okay. See here some problems are there. First one, how much water is needed to dilute 10 ml of 10N HCl solution to make it exactly normal. Normal solution, that is nothing but a 0.1 N solution. How much water is needed? 10 ml of 10N HCl solution to changes to 0.1 N HCl solution. Here one container is there. In this HCl solution just 10 ml is there. Its concentration 10N. On addition of water, this concentration we want to convert into 0.1 N HCl solution. 10N we convert into 0.1 N. How much water is needed? That is we are going to calculate. Simple sir. On dilution cases, final normality to calculate formula VH2O is equal to higher concentration minus lower concentration by lower concentration into volume of solution given initially. Initially how much volume they given? 10 ml. Initial concentration, higher concentration 10N. 10 minus 0.1 by 0.1 into given volume solution 10 ml. Here you see this should become 10.9.9 9.9 into 10 99 by 0.1, that is equal to 990 ml of water. Means 10 for this 10 ml, if you add 990 ml of water, this 10 N concentration turns into 0.1 N. Is a clean. Next carefully see sir. Here calculate the amount of oxalic acid is required. Oxalic acid is required to prepare 500 ml of its 0.1 m solution. Sir, here molarity related problem. Here what they are asking, mass of oxalic acid they are asking. Molar mass of oxalic acid then only given 126. Here it see molarity to calculate what formula we are using. Molarity is equal to mass of solute by molar mass of solute into 1000 by volume in milliliter. Is it clear? Now we are going to calculate mass of solute. Therefore, mass of oxalic acid required, WB is equal to molarity into molar mass into volume in milliliter all by 1000. This is the molarity form, mass of solute, WB. Okay, molarity how much they given? 0.1 m into molar mass of solute 126, volume how much they given? 500 ml, is it whole by 1000. It become what's that? 500 ones, 500 twos, 126 by 2, it become 63 into 0.1. Mass of oxalic acid required 6.3 grams. If you dissolve 6.3 grams of oxalic acid in 500 ml of water, it converts into 0.1 m solution. Is it clear? Now we are going through the another problem. Calculate the normality of orthophosphoric acid having purity of 70% by weight. This is nothing but mass percent. Is it clear? Mass percent, specific gravity given, and they are asking normality. Is it clear? Normality to calculate, mainly we should know the gram equivalent weight. Orthophosphoric acid formula He3PO4. See one structure of orthophosphoric acid. In phosphoric acid structures, while writing, first phosphorus with one double bond oxygen we should write. Okay. Other three links we write like this. Is it clean? Single phosphorus there. This is the basic structure. Remaining oxygens must be connected along with the hydrogen. Here one oxygen over, remaining how many there? 3 oxygen. That 3 oxygens, 1 hydrogen. Okay, remaining how many hydrogen? 2 hydrogen, 2 oxygen. OH. Here you see, sir, which hydrogens are connected through oxygen to phosphorus. They are replaceable hydrogens. Here 3 hydrogens, all 3 hydrogens connected to the phosphorus through oxygen. So these 3 are replaceable oxygen. Now in this acid, gram equivalent mass is equal to molecular mass is nothing but gram molecular mass by valency factor. For acid, valency factor means basicity of acid. Here basicity means number of H plus ion released by one molecule of acid. This one molecule acid can release 3 hydrogen atoms. So basicity of this H3PO4 is 3. And H3PO4 molecular mass, if you added this all, you are getting 98. 98 by 3, it equal to 32.66. This is the gram equivalent mass of H3PO4. Now come to the normality is equal to, here density related formula you write, specific gravity. What is that? Mass percentage into specific gravity into 10 all by gram equivalent mass. Therefore, a specific gram mass percentage 70, specific gravity 1.54 into 10 by 32.66. If you simplify this one, exactly we are getting 33 normal solution. 33 normal solution. What would, sir, here you see H3PO4 equivalent mass, gram equivalent mass we calculated. Formula, you know, here gram molecular mass by its valency factor and the acidity of basicity of acid. Molecular mass 98 by 3, 32.66. Now normality formula came mass percentage into specific gravity into 10 by gram equivalent mass. After substituting, after simplifying, we are getting 33 normal. Now come to the next problem. Find the volume of 0.1 m potassium dichromate solution is required to oxidize 20 ml of 0.6 m FeSO4 solution in acidic medium. Here in molar volume required quantity they are asking based on chemical reaction is nothing but redox reaction. For this problem to do, we should require one balanced chemical reaction. You have to write potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7 plus 6 FeSO4 plus H2. We have to write a small letters to maintain total problem. K2 SO4 K2 Cr2O7 potassium dichromate ferrous sulfate H2SO4 products what you are getting means 3 Fe2SO4 taken thrice Cr2 SO4 Cr2SO4 thrice plus K2SO4 plus H2O. So to do this problem, here this is reactant 1, this is reactant 2. Is it clear? In chemical reaction, in redox reaction, to calculate molarity, one formula we are writing what that is M1V1 by N1, M2V2 by N2. Here M1 molarity of potassium dichromate, V1 volume of potassium dichromate, N1 number of moles of potassium dichromate involved in the reaction. Come to here, molarity of ferrous sulfate, V2 volume of ferrous sulfate solution, N2 number of moles of ferrous sulfate solution involved in this reaction. Here you see, sir, these are all belongs to K2SO4 potassium dichromate related values. These are belongs to FeSO4 values. You know here concentration of potassium dichromate M1 0.1 and volume of potassium dichromate value you don't know, so V1 as it is I wrote. By how many moles involved from this equation, you know N1 is equal to 1. Therefore, now come to this side. Ferrous sulfate concentration of 0.6 into volume 20 ml by number of moles involved here, what's that? 6 moles. Now V1 is separate here. V1 is equal to 0.6 into 20 into 1 by 0.1 take into this side. It become like this. Is it clear? Now, how many ml of solution is required? How to check? See, one here 6 is there, no? You write 6. Now 0.6 by 0.1 m 6 times 6 by 6 cancel. Therefore, how many ml of solution is required? 20 ml of K2Cr2O solution, K2Cr2O solution, potassium dichromate solution is required to oxidize 20 ml of 0.6 m ferrous sulfate solution. Come to the next problem. If 50 ml of 0.1 m NaCl and 50 ml of 0.1 m BaCl2 are mixed, the molarity of chloride ion in resulting solution. Here you see molarity of resulting solution will be. So these are the options also provided here. To calculate this one, first you have to see formulas. Suppose NaCl when dissolved in water, it gives Na plus and Cl minus ion. And 1:1. Here it means concentration of NaCl equal to concentration of chloride ion. Reason 1:1 ratio. 1 mole of NaCl will give 1 mole of chloride ions. Concentration of NaCl is equal to concentration of chloride ions. Okay, next BaCl2 is seen. BaCl2 barium chloride on dissolved in water, it gives Ba plus 2Cl minus ion. 1 mole of BaCl2 will give 2 moles of chloride ions. So what is the ratio of concentration of BaCl2 and chloride ion? Here 1:2. Andre BaCl2 concentration and chloride ion concentration, chloride in BaCl2 solution, chloride ion concentration double to the BaCl2 solution. Simple. 1 mole of BaCl2 will give 2 moles. So here these two solutions mixed. Here mixed concentration means generally which formula we are using? Mixed solution molarity is equal to M1 V1. Sir, ion, not solution concentration, ion. Here A1 also you take plus M1 M2 V2 A2 all by V1 plus V2. Here what is A1 and A2 means? In solution per 1 mole how many ions are produced? Here first case NaCl, if we considered these values are belongs to NaCl, these are belongs to BaCl2. Molarity of NaCl, how much they given, sir? 0.1 m. Volume of NaCl 50 ml. Here A1, how many ions obtained from 1 mole? 1 only. So A1 is 1. Now come to the BaCl2. Molarity 0.1 m. Volume of solution 50 ml. A2, how many ions obtained for 1 mole of BaCl2? If you see, for 1 mole BaCl2, 2 moles, and the ratio, concentration of BaCl2 and chloride ion ratio 1:2. So here A2 value is 2. Substitute these all values here. M1 0.1 m into 50 ml into 1 plus 0.1 m into 50 ml into 2 all by 50 plus 50. Now how much we are getting? You see 50 into 1 50, 50 into 0.1 and 5 plus 50 into 2 100, 100 into 0.1 and 10 by 50 plus 50 100. Here it means 15 by 100 it equal to 0.1 m molar chloride ion concentration. This is the chloride ion concentration. What they given, sir? Here direct solution constant, both same solute means no doubt m1 v1 plus m2 v2 whole by v1 plus v2 we are taking. Just different solution they given, they are asking chloride concentration. That's why here a1 a2 also we substituted. Otherwise only same solute means no need to substitute, direct you are going to calculate. Is a clean mixed molarity. This is the formula. Okay, now come to the next problem. A solution is obtained by mixing of 300 grams of 25% solution and 400 grams of 40% by mass. Is it mean? What will be the mass percentage of solute of resulting solution? Here what they given, sir, 25 mass percent containing solution we are taking 300 grams. 40% mass containing solution we are taking 400 grams. These two we are going to mix it up. The resultant solution solute mass percentage they are asking. So here what they are taking, here two solutions they taken. Solution 1, solution 2. This is how much given? (300 grams they given). This is how much given? 400 grams. This is 1, 2. Here mass percentage. Here mass percentage 25. Here mass percentage. In this case, mass percentage is 40. For every 100 grams, solute mass is 25 grams. For every 100% means per 100. For every 100 grams, here mass percentage is 40 grams. These two solutions we are going to mix it up in another container. In that solution, solute mass percentage they are asking. First, you have to calculate individual solute mass in each solution. First one, mass of solute. Case 1. This is case 1, son. Total solution 300 by 100 into 25. Why I am taking like this means, you know, son, shall I write this one? You see, mass percentage formula W by W percentage is equal to mass of solute by total mass of solution into 100. So here mass percent given, mass of solution given. This is we want. That's why these are all separating. Okay, then what we are getting? Mass percentage into mass of solute by 100. Mass of solution by mass of solution into mass percent by 100 is a clean. Just WB is equal to mass percentage into mass of solution by 100. Based on this, I wrote like this. So how many times it will go, sir? 3 times. 3 in 25, 75 grams is there. Now case 2. Case 2, mass of solute. Total solution mass 400 grams into mass percent 40 by 100. So how many grams, sir? 4. 4 into 40, 160 grams. Here I will complete. Total mass of solution 300 plus 400, 700 grams. Total mass of solute 75 plus 160, nothing but 235 grams. Now mass percentage is equal to mass of solute 235 by total mass of solution 700 into 100. This almost we are getting nearer value 33.6 we are getting, or 33.5 something will get. This is the answer. Something what they given sir in this problem. Once again you see, a solution is obtained by mixing of 300 grams of 25 mass percent solution and 400 grams of 40% solution by mass. What will be the mass percentage of solute in resulting solution? Andre, one solution is 300 grams, in that mass percent is 25. In another solution 400 grams, in that mass percentage is 40. These two solutions when mixed up, what is mass percent? Direct we can't add 25 plus 40, it equal to 65. That is wrong answer. What you have to do? Separate we calculate mass of solute. Total mass of solute we are getting 235. Next total mass of solution 700 gram. Now mass percent equal to total mass of solute by total mass of solution into 100. After substituting these all values we are getting 33.6 gram 6 percentage. Is it clean? Next problem. The density of 2 molar solution of acetic acid is 1.02 gram per milliliter. Then the molality of the solution X is. So you see in this problem, what information given to us? Molarity of solution given, density of solution, molecular weight of solute given. From this data they are asking what's the molality of the solution. Molarity relation already we derived. That formula small m is equal to 1000 into capital M is nothing but molarity by 1000 into density minus molarity into molar mass of the solute. This is the formula. Substitute these all values here, will get the molality. M is equal to, small m is equal to 1000 into 2 by 1000 into 1.02 densities minus molarity 2 into molar mass of acetic acid 60. Carefully see. Here what we are getting 2000 by 1020 minus 120. 2 into 60 120. Here 1000 into 1.02 1020 1020. So therefore molarity is equal to 2000 by 900, 2 zeros, 20 by 9. Almost we are getting 2.22 molality or units mole per kg. This is the answer. Now come to another problem. Maltose is converted to A means name not given by maltase. Maltase is an enzyme. Maltose sugar divided into A component. Actually in biomolecules it will come here maltose convert into glucose by the action of maltase. Is it clear? For that problem, C12 H22O11 water maltase to C6 H12O6. Is that clear? C6 H12O6 glucose converting to glucose. Now come to the problem. Glucose molecular weight. Glucose, remember 180. Glucose molecular weight. Carefully. Now come to the problem. Maltase is converted to A by maltase. Okay, it is clear. Finally, A is nothing but glucose. The mole fraction of A in 10% 10 mass percentage aqueous solution is approximately, carefully see sir, here 10 percentage of aqueous solution means glucose mass is 10%, remaining 90% water. So now we calculate number of mole, and here 10 plus 90, this is what sir? Glucose, this is water. Okay, number of moles of glucose 10 by 180, it is equal to 0.055. Next, number of moles of water 90 grams by molar mass of water 18, it getting 5. Now mole fraction of glucose, mole fraction of A is nothing but mole fraction of glucose. How many moles are there? 0.055 by water moles 5 plus 0.055, and actually it is here 0.055 by 5.055. this value almost equal to 0.012. This is the mole fraction of A. Mole fraction of A. Come to the next problem. Molarity of 4 mass by volume percent solution of NaOH is, sir, molarity asking, but mass percentage is not given. Here mass by volume percentage is given. Carefully see, mass by volume percentage formula, what's it? Mass of solute by volume of solution in milliliter into 100. Number of grams of solute present in 100 ml of solution is known as mass by volume percentage. Mass of solute by volume of solution into 100. This we consider as equation 1. Now come to molarity formula. Molarity equal to mass of solute by molar mass of solute into 1000. For our convenient I am writing like this, 100 into 10 by volume of solution in milliliter. This is the equation 2. So you see, in this equation, mass of solute by volume of solution into 100. In the place of this, we can substitute volume percentage. It means substitute equation 1 in equation 2. What we are getting? Molarity is equal to mass by volume percentage into 10 by molar mass of solute. Shall we substitute this? Here solute is NaOH. NaOH molar mass 23 plus 16 plus 1. Together it become 40. Mass percentage 4 into 10 by molar mass of solute 40. Here 40 by 40 equal to 1m. Now come to the second problem. The number of moles of solute present in 2 liters of 0.5 m NaOH solution is molarity the given, volume of solution also given. Here molarity is equal to simple formula, number of moles of solute by what's that, volume of solution in liters. Sir, in this molarity given, volume of solution given, therefore number of moles of solute is equal to molarity into volume of solution in liters. Okay, so that equal to molarity 0.5 into 2, therefore 0.5 into 2 equal to 1 mole. 1 mole of NaOH is present in given solution. Sir, look at this problem. 100 ml of 0.2 m NaOH solution is exactly neutralized by a mixture of which of the following in neutralization reaction based problem. You know, neutralization based problem, we should tell with respect to gram equivalents. In neutralization process, the number of gram equivalents of an acid must be equal to the number of gram equivalents of base. Here, based on that point, you see sum of the gram equivalents of base, sum of gram equivalents of base equal to sum of gram equivalents of an acid. So here gram equivalent of total gram equivalents of base, normality of base, sum of normality of base and volume of base. In the same way, this sum of carefully see, gram equivalents of base equal to total gram equivalents of acid. Here you see base how much given, sir? Here base gram equivalents, base gram equivalents. Here total base gram equivalents is equal to gram milli equivalents. Okay, milliliter if given, milli equivalents. Gram base number of milligram equivalents equal to acid number of milligram equivalents. Base, here you see number of gram milli equivalents is equal to NB VB, here volume in milliliter. Normality, here sir, normality not given, so in the place of normality we can use molarity. What is the relation? Normality is equal to molarity into valency factor, simply valency factor denoted with Z. So in the place of this one, molarity of base into Z into volume. Here you see, sir, Z means valency factor. For base, what we can take here? NaOH, how many OH minus can release? One NaOH releases one OH minus. So acidity of this base is 1. Valency factor for NaOH is 1. Reason, NaOH dissociate into Na plus and OH minus. Only one OH minus given. So Z value 1. And carefully see, molarity 0.2 into 1 into 100. Therefore, number of milli equivalents, 20 milli equivalents are obtained. So, your base milli equivalents 20. Therefore, any combination if you take, that gram milli equivalents of acid also must be equal to 20. In which case we are getting 20, you have to see. Sorry, remember this is base milli equivalents 20. So in which case we are getting 20 milli equivalents in acid case, you have to see. First one, sir, here HCl Z value 1, H2SO4 Z value 2. Reason, here H2SO4 can release 2H plus, HCl release only 1H plus. Now total milli equivalents of acid. Case 1 you have to check, sir. Here what is there? First one, 100 ml into its molarity 0.1 m HCl I'm taking, into Z value how much? 1 plus second one, 100 ml into 0.1 into 2. So this is how much we are getting? 0.1 n into 100, 10. Okay. Here 0.1 n into 10. 0.1 n into 100, 10 into 2, 20, altogether 30. Sir, actually base milli equivalents are 20, acid milli equivalents are 30. Acid milli equivalents more than base milli equivalent, so it is not exactly neutralized. The resultant solution nature is acidic nature. So first option wrong. Now come to the second one, total milli equivalents. We come to the calculate. Second one, volume 100 ml, concentration 0.1 n, and HCl Z value 1. Okay, plus here volume 50 ml, molarity 0.1 m into valency factor Z value here, what's that? H2SO4 is 2. Now this is 10 plus 50 into 0.1, 5 into 2, 10, 10 plus 10, 20. So in second combination, milli equivalents of total milli equivalents of acid equal to total milli equivalents of base. So this second combination acid exactly neutralized 100 ml of 0.2 m NaOH solution. This second combination and this solution, if you mix it up, the resultant solution is neutral. Is it clear? Sir, you remember this is the formula. Total milli equivalents of acid. So total milli equivalents of base must be equal to total milli equivalents of acid. Suppose normality not given, then what? Molarity if they given, molarity into volume into valency factor of base is equal to, here also molarity into volume into valency factor Z of acid. This value should be equal to this one. Then in that case only solution become neutralized. Next problem, molarity of pure water. Remember pure water density at 25 degrees centigrade 1 gram per milliliter. This molarity of pure water, if you want to calculate, you take first mass of 1 liter water. Here mass is equal to density into volume. Density 1 gram per milliliter into volume. 1 liter means 1000 ml. Okay. Here 1 gram per milliliter into milliliter. Milliliter cancel. Okay. Now 1000 grams. Now molarity is equal to mass of solute by molar mass of solute into 1000 by volume in milliliter. Mass of solute how much sir? Water, pure water alla 1000 grams. Molar mass of water 18. Okay, into 1000 by volume in milliliter. 1000 and 1 liter cancel. 1000 by 18, it is 55.55 mole per liter. This is the molarity of the pure water. Simple. 1000 by 80, we are getting 55.55. Next one, an aqueous solution of methyl alcohol containing 48 grams of alcohol. Mole fraction of methyl alcohol is 0.6. Weight of the water is, first you have here weight, water weight we are going to calculate. First methyl alcohol in CH3OH, its molar mass, how much sir? 1 carbon 12 plus 4 hydrogen, 4 plus 12 16 plus oxygen 16, 32. Molar mass is 32. From this, number of moles of methyl alcohol MeOH, simply I am writing this how much sir? 48 grams mass given, it molar mass is 32. Sorry, this is a 16 plus 16 32. Here how much sir? 48 by 32. And then 16 3s are 16 2s are 3 by 2 is nothing but 1.5 moles. Water mass to calculate, number of moles of mass to calculate, number of moles of water to calculate. Here water mass is not there, that is only we are going to calculate. So mole fraction of methyl alcohol is equal to what we can write, number of moles of methyl alcohol by number of moles of methyl alcohol into plus number of moles of water. So here mole fraction of methyl alcohol 0.6 is equal to number of moles of methyl alcohol 1.5 by 1.5 plus number of moles of water. From this 1.5 plus number of moles of water taken to that side, 0.6 of 1.5 to number of moles of water is equal to 1.5. Multiply inside, what you are getting son? 0.6 into 1.5, 0.9 plus 0.6 into number of moles of water is equal to 0.5. 0.6 number of moles of water is 0.9. If you go to that side, what you are getting? 0.6. Exactly. Therefore, number of moles of water 0.6 is taken to that side. 0.6 by 0.6 is equal to 1 mole. Here 1 mole water. Moles we are getting to calculate mass. Mass is equal to number of moles of water into its molar mass. H2. What's it? 1 into 18. This is 18 grams. 1 mole of water mass is 18 grams. Correct option is this one. Next problem. 250 ml of CaCO3 solution contains 2.5 grams of CaCO3. If this solution 10 ml of the solution is diluted to 1 liter, What is the concentration of resultant solution? You see, sir, initially 250 ml of CaCO3 solution we are taken. 250 ml is there. In this CaCO3 mass how much, sir? 2.5 grams present. Its concentration you consider as M1. In this solution, just 10 ml. This is just 10 ml transferred to this container. Okay. This 10 ml solution will make up to 1 liter. 10 ml. After adding water, it turns into 1 liter solution. Its concentration M2 what? That is the question. First 2.5 grams of CaCO3 dissolved in 250 ml. In that 10 ml solution were taken in another container, that is diluted up to 1 liter solution. What is this concentration they are asking? First one you see. First initial solution molarity M1 you calculate. M1 is equal to what's that? 2.5 grams by molar mass of CaCO3. Calcium carbonate molar mass 100. 1000 by volume how much given, sir? 250. Carefully see. 251s, 254s. 4 into 2.5, 10. 10 by 100, it equal to 0.1 m. This is initial count. This is actually 250 ml is there, but in this only 10 ml transferred to here. After transferring, this is 10 ml. We are make up to 1 liter, means final volume how much, sir? 1000 ml. Here initial concentration M1 available. Initial volume out of 250 we are taking only 10 ml. And final volume is 1000 ml. What is M2 they are asking? M1 V1 dilution case M1 V1 is equal to M2 V2. Therefore M2 is equal to what we can do here, M1 0.1 m into 10 by volume of solution 1000, 0 cancel, 0.5, 0.001 m. This is the concentration. Here answer this one. Next one, what volume of 0.8 m solution contain 0.1 mole of the solute? Here 1 mole of 0.1 mole of solute present in how many mLs of 0.8 m solution? This is molarity, number of moles of solute. Molarity formula, you know, molarity is equal to what's the number of moles of solute into 1000 by volume in milliliter. Sir, they are asking number of moles of solute, they are asking volume of solution. They given number of moles of solute, molarity, they are asking volume of solution. So volume of solution is separate, number of moles of solute into 1000 by molarity. What is the number of moles of solute? 0.1 m into 1000 by molarity 0.8 m. Here 0.1 by 0. Here 8 times will go. 1000 by 8, 125 ml. 125 ml contain 0.1 mole solute. Okay. You have to check first formulas, then you go through this all these problems, and I will send the one assignment to our WhatsApp group. Okay, you have to practice it. If you get the doubts, you ask through that one. Okay, you have to practice. We'll meet again in next session. Thank you.